It began with the ordinary dream of a distant place. I moved to Santiago de Compostela, Spain, to teach. Thousands of pilgrims, too, had dreamed of this place. On their journey, they scribbled their dreams on little stones, wishes for the saints. In the first stage of a dream, you feel abstracted from reality. My eyes gradually adjusted to the slow light, the shifting clouds, and my ears to the Spanish, peppered with Galician. Moriña, a dream of home. Luar, the light of the moon, or the light by which we dream. It's easy to show photographs of the places I've traveled, of people I've met and learned from. It's harder to show how, over time, my own visions of this landscape have warped, filtered through the perception of friends I made, students I taught. My own dreaming gave way not to concrete reality, but a labyrinth of others' dreaming. Like how, when you learn a language, you progress from the present, what is, to the future, what could be. The more comfortable you are in a language, the more you can dream in it. As an artist in ETA, I asked myself, how could I cull creativity from my students when English was not the language they dreamed in, when their dreams exceeded their abilities to express them? During workshops I gave at a local museum, students created dreams inspired by the Spanish surrealist Eugenio Granel. A student, in her poem, dreamt of freedom. She flew like Icarus, and she did not fear the sun. In my class on sexism in music, one student spoke about how she listens to machista lyrics and reggaeton and imagines the gender roles are reversed, dreaming of a woman's freedom to want. When I walk the streets, I can still hear the protesters who dreamed of eliminating femicide. A dream does not record a life lost, I realize, but proves it is no less living. I think of when I taught Mary Edmonia Lewis to my 4th of ESO class. Obscured in history, she was the first Black and Native woman to be an internationally renowned sculptor, carving marble in the studios of the European so-called masters. Could Lewis have dreamt that a Galician student like Raquel would write her name down, promising me to remember it? As an Asian American woman, I've known what it's like to not fit the projections of the place I'm from. Many of my students had never seen someone like me in the flesh. This year I had the privilege to go to a place I had only dreamed about, but with it comes the responsibility of deepening its narrative, listening for the voices hardest to hear. I'd like to think these are the secret languages a poet from here, Rosaria de Castro, heard when she wrote. Dicen que no hablan las plantas, ni las fuentes, ni los pájaros, ni el onda con sus rumores, ni con su brillo los astros. Lo dicen, pero no es cierto, pues siempre cuando yo paso, de mí murmuran y exclaman, ahí va la loca, soñando.